Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your winter solstice reading on the 22nd of December. We'll have the longest night of the year, but this is symbolic of a return of the light. This light begins as your internal light, your internal revelation, the spark, your divine spark, this authentic flame, passion, inspiration that is our entree into the season of hibernation, silence, meditation, retreat in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, this is the opposite, is the sun's zenith as the summer solstice, where you may be looking for your place in the sun, claiming your position in the world. So for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, we welcome the winter holidays during this time of the year. I've combined the African Tarot and the Tarot of the Divine into one deck. I'll clarify with the Crow Tarot and integrate some oracle cards along the way. So I want to thank you for your presence here and let you know that I value the time that you spend with me and all the ways that you support me. So let's get started, Aquarius, with your overall energy, the Seven of Swords. This feels familiar, Aquarius. This is a card that describes some of the resistance that you have received along your path. This can be particularly apparent right now as you are claiming your ideas, as you are moving onto your path of destiny, as you are looking to articulate the big ideas that are relevant and that you are marshaling resources, contacts, alliances in order to fulfill. This is a pattern that in the past would have blocked you. This is receiving that negative feedback, that negative criticism, anything that fuels your self-doubt, your insecurity about your ideas or your ability to fulfill the ideas you have. At this point, you are aware, finally, that the information that these people are bringing to you is important so that you can select your battles moving forward. But you also know that when you have a big idea, when you're moving forward boldly with something in a direction that reflects your desire for happiness and fulfillment, it is natural to attract haters. And you now recognize that that is a kind of verification in an unfortunate way as to the value of the path that you are moving forward on. It's also where you have sabotaged yourself in the past by giving in to the negative things that others have said, the not taking you seriously, perhaps being laughed at, or ways in which your ideas, your efforts were discredited or undermined. But you are no longer playing into that the sabotage of others, because you're no longer second guessing yourself. You're no longer doubting your ideas or their value. So in many ways, sevens are quite often verifications that you are onto the path of purpose, onto something good. And that's where you are, but you may be receiving a lot of negative backtalk. In the present, we have the Empress. In the past, we have the Seven of Wands. And in the future, the Page of Wands. It's fantastic. The Empress is really reminding you that you are in your power. You are resonating from a place not only of the ability to generate abundance, new ideas, prosperity, a harvest, but that you are enjoying the process of receiving the rewards of that. And this for you is critical because receiving is the thing that often we overlook, we discount. And you instead are understanding that your effort is deserving of acknowledgement, reward, or recognition. And beyond that, you're taking the pleasure in knowing what is best for you. And that there's a certain contentment and satisfaction in knowing how to do things that bring you the happiness and the abundance that you seek. In the past, you have become very adept at saying no to those naysayers, to those who have resisted you or who have criticized your efforts. You are clearly setting boundaries that allows you to move more freely in the place of your expertise. This setting boundaries counter to the obvious distinction, making distinctions between yourself and others is actually liberating you, freeing you to work on the things that you know that you're best suited for, to give voice, to stand up for yourself, to not let others encroach upon those areas that you've outlined as your strengths. This is you barking back as needed, pushing back as needed, defending yourself rather than letting people disparage you or your efforts, belittle you, make fun of you without an appropriate response. This is done gracefully and with ease, in contrast to the way others may come after you, come for you. But you are clear. This is not coming from a place of anger. This is coming from a place of strength, knowing your strength and your value. And this is, moreover, opening you up to the new ideas, the new inspiration, the new interest you have in doing something differently, building something fresh, something that inspires you, motivates you, and inspires and motivates others. In the past, the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Emperor card and the Sun. Wow. This feels like a tremendous breakthrough for you, Aquarius. In fact, this is putting you onto a larger stage. My sense here is that you are talking to and addressing an audience far beyond your familiar or communal, your regional environment. That you are taking ownership of your ideas, of your strengths, of your proposals, and in expressing that, in sharing that broadly with others, you are in fact finding your voice, finding your happiness, finding your authentic expression. This is who you are, in control of yourself. And this control of yourself, how you react, how you respond to the situations you're in or the opportunities that are available, is what marks you as a leader on behalf of a community. This is incredibly powerful and beautiful. And believe me, Aquarius, you have earned this. You have earned this. If others are envious or jealous or don't understand you, it's because you have pioneered into the area of your strength. This is you giving in, opening up to your intuition and allowing that to inspire you. In the present, the Empress is clarified by the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Aces for everyone all around. I love it. This is beautiful. So this new opportunity you've manifested through your ability to detach yourself from your emotions, from detaching yourself from the unkind, ugly, critical words that may have been leveled at you or your efforts. Your genuine curiosity allows you to find the truth in the criticism that you get, even understanding that it is not intended to support or be constructive in any way. But you're still dispassionate enough to understand that there's information contained in all of your efforts to learn more, to understand more, to challenge your assumptions and the assumptions of others. This is you pioneering, exploring, and discovering, opening up to new ideas that are going to inform the way that you do things differently, and that informs this new enterprise that you're investing in, that you are growing and expanding. That's the purpose. Whatever you're doing, whatever you have going, you understand that this must be disseminated throughout a much larger community, that there are places in the world around you that are unfamiliar, that need this information, this inspiration, and you are actually actively negotiating with opportunities to bring this information, this new way of doing things, new information to people in a way that is outlined and considered as part of a structured vehicle, service, or product. In the future, the Page of Wands is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Swords. The opportunity that you are manifesting here in the present is being supported by the universe. The universe is in contrast to this kind of gloomy overall energy of people coming at you, people finding holes in your plan, people criticizing your plan, or you personally even attacking you, trying to undermine you, even trying to steal your ideas or exploit your ideas for their own benefit. The universe is seeing you masterfully understanding the way in which people will want to discredit you while they take away, attempt to take credit for your ideas. So you are well aware, because you have been working at this for a long time. You're so clear about what you do well that the universe is honoring you with a turn in fortune. You are being received in an unexpected way. If these people close at hand or in your environment are looking for ways to undo you, the larger world in general, and this is has been highlighted by the new moon in Sagittarius, that you are addressing a humanitarian community, a larger global tribe or association of like-minded individuals, is showing you, is celebrating your ideas, is finding opportunities for you to share your ideas, to establish this, at least this dialogue, in a variety of places. The world is meeting you with an eager desire to support your building this dream, this new beginning, this new operation or creation. There is a way in which you have to continue to be really brutally honest with yourself. You have to look at the way in which you perhaps have interacted with the people, the resistance you've encountered in the past. So there's a part of you that has ignored it, that has tried to grace over the people that have hurt you. And what's important is for you to continue to persevere in your graceful declaration of boundaries, in your graceful declaration of saying what isn't for you, coming from this place of knowing your strengths, knowing what, being in control of yourself, rather than making assumptions about what others mean or what they have said or done. The more questions you ask, the more honest you are with your misgivings, your discomfort, your confusion, your lack of understanding about where they're coming from. And the more you do to cure that, to address that, to ask questions, even of your greatest detractors, the more you will be rewarded by understanding the greater context for that resistance, and to be able to see many more opportunities for growth, for expansion, and for the establishment of this new path that you're on. I'm going to pull from the Starry Beginnings and ask you, Aquarius, if you're resonating with this reading so far, to like this video, share it with others who may enjoy it, comment below. I love your thoughts, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. It matters to me. And I have pulled the Be, Feel, Receive Abundance. All that you desire is achievable. I am absolutely getting chills from that. And I'm also going to pull a Flora and Fauna of Africa. And this is meant to be prayer, an acknowledgement, a glorification of the motherland and your ancestors, wherever your motherland is, wherever your ancestors may be, in the way that they prepared you and supported you in doing what it is that you want to do. And I pulled the tarantula. And there's a plant associated with that insect, a beautiful plant called a secco lily. And the key words are cosmic connection. Use your intuition. All things are connected. So be more aware of your surroundings. Don't get lazy. Work while you wait. I like this a lot. And I think I say often enough to you, Aquarius, Uranus is your ruling planet. That is a planet of extreme divine guidance and intuition. You're able to download information from the universe at a level and at a pace that others can barely keep up with when you're open to that. I'm going to clarify the Emperor in the past with the Three of Pentacles. Have I turned this upside down again? Yes. And the Sun card in the past with the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. You are working, working, working. If this card says work while you're waiting, you are working at your happiness. You're working at improving yourself, improving your skills, improving all elements of your effort so that when the opportunity arrives, you are perfectly prepared. You're prepared to the extent you can. In addition, you've already been working with a team of collaborators. You've already been working, it's almost like in preparation for this opportunity that you've manifested. You've already devised a program or a path or a proposal that targets creating something of excellence and value to others. So these are both cards that empower your ability to build wealth, build abundance on your own terms, and to make yourself as pure a vehicle for the abundance of others, the joy and pleasure, the well-being of others as possible. The Knight of Swords in the present is clarified by the Page of Swords, and in the present, the Ace of Wands is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I always like seeing pages because they indicate an openness on your part. So as you're exploring, gathering information, researching what your team is working on, will be working on in the present, new ideas that you share and identify among yourselves, valuing each member of this team of supporters, of alliances, so that you understand that you are equally valuable. You are finding new ways, new information, new ideas about what you perceive to be the truth, the best way forward, the best way to achieve victory. Success is on your radar. That's where you're going. And you are doing a lot of balancing. The twos here are repeating the idea that it relies on your ability to reflect upon your experiences in the past, your ideas about what is possible, what that looked like in the past, your experience, and what you now see is possible moving into the future. You are the fulcrum, and the emperor as the fulcrum and the empress. This is a divine couple. And this points to this marriage of and union of energies within yourself. This is your ability to manifest abundance and to know how best to strategize that wisely, steward that energy on behalf of a large community of others. So these are things that you have been processing, you have been looking at. You're careful about your words. You're careful about the way that you understand how you must communicate with others in a way that leaves the door open, that asks a question sincerely and allows others to respond. In the future, the Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Knight of Wands. And in the future, the Two of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. You know, it's interesting that resourcefulness, which the Queen of Pentacles is the daughter of the Empress, and this energy of resourcefulness, of pleasure and joy in not only the abundance of the world, your environment, opportunities all around you, but also the pleasure that you take in the efforts that you make, so that you are recognizing how good it feels to be making choices on your own behalf towards your happiness. This is you bringing the sun out, not just through your experience of joyfulness in your work, but illuminating the sacred nature of the work you do. And by doing that, you are uplifting the experiences of all with whom you work. You are reminding them of how important, how sacred this work is, how your purpose is meant to uplift the conditions of humankind. I'm going to finish off this reading with a Language of Flowers card. And I pulled the geranium. And the key word is virility. Shake it up a little. You've got this. Thank you again, Scorpio, for your time. Until next time, namaste.